Hello, I'm Natalie Kenway, Global Head of ESG Insight at ESG Clarity. Welcome to The Green Dream, where we interview senior members of the responsible investment industry. Today, I'm delighted to be chatting to Nick Scullion, co-head of Foresight Capital Management and partner, and he is also lead fund manager of the recently launched Foresight Sustainable Future Themes Fund. Thanks so much for your time today, Nick.
Thanks, Natalie. It's great to be here.
So as this is a new fund, could you give us some background, please? What are the core themes that make up the Sustainable Future Themes Fund, and what are you really honing in on this year?
Yes, of course. The Sustainable Future Themes Fund targets the part of our society and economy that is the most impactful for the future of our society. We're looking at 5 of them. They are sustainable energy, sustainable land, food and forestry, wastewater and the circular economy, health and education, and the digital world. And we're really focusing on land, food and forestry at the moment, both for its financial characteristics, but also the way that sustainable land, sustainable agriculture and sustainable forestry can really forge a path forward for us for a 1.5 to 2 degree world.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, it does seem a pertinent time to be focusing on that theme. And why did you feel it is important for investors to take a thematic approach to sustainable investing?
We see a real inflection point in markets at the moment where sustainability is going to be a key differentiator, both in terms of returns, but in terms of investor appetite and demand. We at Foresight are operating across these 5 themes in our private markets vehicles. We have deep expertise in how to manage assets across the spectrum of these themes. And we think that by focusing on the areas that will be the most impactful in society and in the environment, you can get both the best return and the best impact from your money.
Fantastic. And what is your outlook for sustainable investing? We've seen lots of record inflows last year and lots of regulation. Where do you see this going from here?
I don't see this slowing down anytime soon, to be honest, Natalie. Regulation will, of course, be ever increasing in the sector. At Foresight, we are advocates of increased transparency and reporting requirements. We think disclosure across the industry is particularly poor at the moment. We're trying to be industry leading in our disclosure and in our reporting so that investors know exactly what we are doing and how we're doing it. We think that despite ebbs and flows on a quarterly basis, the secular trend will be that investor flows into the sector is going to pick up, and demand will end up being ultimately pretty much total for sustainability focused strategies as the economy evolves to only accept sustainable companies.
Okay, great. And something I really need to ask, I did notice that the fund management team is made up of 3 white men. How are you ensuring diversity of thought and ideas in your investment processes?
Yes, it's a good question. And the 3 of us that you've seen in the fund literature is only a small part of the team that manages this fund and only a small part of the company. Diversity is a key focus point, and we do have a diverse team. Diversity of background and thought is how we think about it. We're trying to avoid the trap of hiring and getting teams that look different but think the same. So we have people from all different places, all different backgrounds, all different educations, and we think that that diversity of background and thought is the best way of running these funds.
Great, that's really good to hear, thank you. And finally, we always end the Green Dream with this question, but what is your favourite sustainable drink or snack?
Well, I think I have to say that given it's one of our investment pillars, my favourite sustainable drink would have to be water.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time, Nick.
Thank you very much, Natalie.